Right, but it's Manchester United versus Everton. It's the final game of the pre-season tour for Manchester United. Again, I think there's a trophy on the line for this game with United currently sitting top of the series. But that's not really the most important thing. It's a pre-season game. It's an opportunity for Manchester United to increase the fitness, the opportunity to see some more players. And the main thing that we hope you want to see is MBUEMO and Cunha time. I don't know if MBUEMO will start. We know that he will probably get some minutes, and that is the expectation. That is what Ruben Amorim has said. So I think he'll probably get like 15, 20 minutes. I don't think he'll start. Or you might get 45 or something like that. But listen, it's time to see MBUEMO. I've been very excited to see him ever since he's joined. It's a very exciting move. He's been training with the team, picking up his fitness, and yeah, ultimately very, very happy to see him. So yeah, I think he will have a part to play in the game, but I don't think he will start. Again, listen, Everton, they're a decent side. We know that. Obviously, David Moyes. They have some very, very good players, to be fair. Some players that I like. Ndiaye, I think Beto's a decent player. But yeah, listen, they're a team that cause problems. Again, they have some talented players. They were obviously part of this summer series. They played Bournemouth and West Ham. In terms of those results, they lost to West Ham, and I think they lost to Bournemouth 3-0, was it? So they haven't really had the greatest start. They've lost both of their games, but listen, they've got some players to definitely look out for, and we know that. With Manchester United, again, listen, the last game against Bournemouth was very, very good, and I want to see more of that in this game. It was high press, intensity, scoring goals, creating chances. Again, there was room to improve, but again, I want to see more or less the same sort of thing, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's what I'm very, very excited for. Obviously, Everton, they play a similar formation to United, but that's not really what I'm fussed about. In terms of what I want to see from this game from United, it's more of a similar thing, and it's all about building. Since the game against Bournemouth, we've had a few more days to prepare. Obviously, Onana, Xerxes and Martinez are all in like training, but they ain't going to start this game. But yeah, ultimately, I'm very, very excited for this game. It's the final game of the tour. Then we come back and play Fiorentina, and we're not far away from the league starting. So yeah, it's time. It's time for go time. As I said, we're going to be seeing hopefully Cunha and Buemo, Bruno, and start to see some connections ticking, which is something that you need. I'm going to be focusing on that left hand side. I think that's something that's nice to see developing with Dorgu, whether that's Heaven, Aiden Heaven, Dorgu and Cunha. I think they're building something special, particularly Dorgu and Cunha. Obviously, Cunha missed the last game due to fatigue, but he's expected to be in this game. And I think it's good for Amorim to manage the minutes, to be honest. I think with Cunha, you have to be patient. He did get straight thrown into both of those games, so yeah, you expect him to get some rest in that game, and he will start this one. Now, in terms of the team, well, the team that started against Bournemouth was an alright team. I mean, I was very, very excited to see it. There were a few rotations, but it was Heaton, Yoro, Maguire, Shaw, Dorgu, Fernandes, Casemiro, Dalot, Ahmad, Højlund and Mason Mount. Now, again, I'm going to see some changes. Listen, with the keeper, I'm not really bothered. Onana will probably start the first game of the season, so I'd give Tom Heaton or Bayinda another run out. Back three, I want to see Yoro, Aiden, Heaven and De Ligt. And again, I'm pretty sure that's our strongest back three at the moment. I don't think Mazraoui is available. And that's the back three that I want to see. I think Yoro's been fantastic in pre-season. Aiden Heaven, there's something there to build. And with Martinez being out, this is a time to take his chance. He probably will start that first game of the season against Arsenal. And it's a big opportunity for him. The central... And one thing I did know, about the defence quickly with Yoro, Maguire, Shaw. They kept Semenyo and Evan Nilsson very, very quiet. And that's something Ruben Amorim did focus on before the game. It's all about winning their duels and keeping the player quiet. And that's something that they did very, very well. So hopefully they can do the same with Beto and co. In terms of wing-backs, Dorgu and probably Ahmad. I think Dorgu's flying at the moment. I think the ideal scenario is you get what you get from Dorgu, but on both wings. Or both wing-back positions. We haven't quite seen that yet from the right-hand side. There's been a mixture of Dalot there, Diallo there, but... yeah, listen, I think with Dorgu, I think he's certainly he's thriving at the minute. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he can offer. AMAD on the other side, again, is looking like that position could be his. If he makes it, I think he needs to get into the games more. But again, he scored a goal against Bournemouth. And yeah, he looks alright so far in pre-season. Now in midfield, Casemiro and Bruno struggled. I want to see the return of Ugarte and Manu, see what they can do, really, to be honest. They're two quality players. They look balanced. They have that quality as well. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But you could well see Casemiro and Bruno. You could see Bruno in that position, but we'll have to wait and see. But I'm going to go with Ugarte and Kobe Manu. Now, in terms of the 10s, I mean, you could see Mount, you could see MBUEMO, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think that the two 10s are going to be Cunha and Bruno. And listen, it'd be West Ham, I think, at the time we saw them last play together. And again, I think they look very, very sharp. They were linking up play. They were interchanging positions, so that fluidity, which again is something that you need to be able to rotate. If you look at some of the best teams, like a PSG, for example, Due, Kvaratskhelia and Dembele constantly rotate, and I think it's good. It creates a sense of unpredictability as well. And through the middle, I'd give Cheeto a start. He's been looking sharp in training. I've seen some clips of him. I think it's an opportunity for him in pre-season. I don't know what his future is going to be at United, whether that's a loan or he stays and tries to get some minutes. I mean, if we do bring in Sesko, you probably get rid of Foden. You have Sesko, Cheeto, Xerxes. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens with Cheeto. But he's had a decent pre-season. Obviously, the Leeds game was probably the one where he looked the most sharp. But yeah, listen, that'd be the team I'd go for. Now, in terms of Everton, they play a similar formation to United. I mean, they played Dwight McNeil at left wing back, which is really very interesting. But listen, I'm excited to see what happens in this game. It's a game which I'm excited for. There could be a match reaction. Probably will be very late, but I'll try and see if I can do a match reaction. But yeah, listen, I'm very, very excited for this game. Final game of the tour before we come back to Old Trafford and to play Fiorentina, which again is another interesting game. But yeah, I'm very intrigued. The season's getting closer now. It's just less than 2 weeks till the Premier League kicks off. Just over 2 weeks until Manchester United play Arsenal. So we'll keep you up to date with all of that. But yeah, listen, that's the team. I'll go through it again. I'm not really bothered about the keeper, but it's Hitano Bayinda. Back three of Yoro, De Ligt and Heaven. With Maguire still managing fitness. AMAD and Dorgu with Ugarte and Manu with Cunha and Bruno and Cheeto through the middle. I'm hoping we get to see Xerxes at some point as well as through the young players, because I think Xerxes, he needs to pick up some fitness at some point as well. But I'm going to leave it there. In terms of score predictions, I mean, going on the fact that United have won their last two, Everton have lost their last two games, I'm going to go with a 3-0 Manchester United win. Listen, it's disappointing that we didn't keep a clean sheet last time. It was a delayed home goal, but yeah, I want to see more of the same from United, increasing that intensity and hopefully good end to pre-season tour. Thank you for watching.